everybody.
Hey.
My name is Jennifer Webb McCray, and I'm the Cumberland County Prosecutor, and we're here in Bridgeton, close to the Wendy's parking lot off of Route 49, with the road vehicle, which is the Recovery on Wheels vehicle, which is in your cities, Vineland, Bridgeton, and Millville. Every third week, every month we go to one city, and on the fourth week we go to a township. So look for our schedule on the Cumberland County Prosecutor's webpage or on the Row Recovery on Wheels page, Facebook page. Today I'm here with Matt Rudd from my office and also recovery coach Mike Williams. And I'm going to ask Mike Williams to tell you guys a little bit about what happens at the road vehicle and what he does.
So what we do is everybody who we come in contact with comes to the Recovery on Wheels. We sit down with them, and as we're sitting down with them, we figure out which particular treatment place facility will fit that particular client. If they need detox and inpatient, we go do an assessment on them, and we find the facility without letting them leave and telling them, we'll get you a place tomorrow. No, today, whenever we come in contact with the individuals, we will do whatever we have to do to get those individuals service. And no matter who you are or where you are or what your particular substance use disorder may be, we will put dedication into finding whatever services that may be available or get you in there. So if anybody out there, you, your loved one, or anybody that you may know of who have a substance use disorder or mental health disorder, bring them down to the Recovery on Wheels. We will be everywhere, and look for us on Facebook anytime.
So, Michael, a lot of people say that there's not recovery on demand. Is the road vehicle and the recovery coaches, are they addressing and dealing with that? And if you can, just repeat for the community how that's happening with the Recovery on Wheels initiative.
It's very, sometimes people think it's not enough recovery places for individuals. It's just finding the particular place that have the available beds. Each facility fills up beds according to their services that's provided to them. So what we have to do is find a facility with the bed that's open. And even though our communities believe that there's not enough facilities that's out there, it really is. We just have to locate the facility that have the available bed and get the individuals into those facilities.
So, what if people say, well, I don't have a way to get there, I don't have transportation? Can the Row initiative help with that?
Yes. Don't even worry about transportation. We will do everything we have to do, even if we have to transport you ourselves. We are dedicated to servicing our community. Transportation will not be an issue. If you need anything dealing with medical, we can connect you to a resource that deals with medical. Transportation will never hinder us from getting you into a facility, even if we have to transport you ourselves.
So, I've been practicing law for 24 years, and I represented, as a defense attorney, a lot of people who had substance abuse or use issues. And we know that oftentimes people don't make their first attempt at recovery is not the successful attempt. Oftentimes it takes people more than one time to successfully get into recovery. So what's your attitude on people who have been here before coming back again to get help?
We are dedicated to helping them deal with all types of recovery levels. Some people get it on their first try. Some people takes 19 tries. But we are dedicated to trying to get these individuals in. If a person comes to us and they have already relapsed or went back into their addiction, we still try to get them back into treatment and get them back up on their feet and build their foundation. Not everybody will actually get it on their first try. Some people have to get it by repeated failure, and after failure after failure after failure, sometimes individuals make the switch and never have to go back to that lifestyle again.
So sometimes I think people are scared to go into inpatient treatment. Maybe they're not ready for that. Should they still come to the row vehicle? Should they still try to get a recovery coach? Are there other options for them if they're not ready to go into inpatient treatment?
Yes. Downtown Bridgeton, we have, at my particular job where I work at called First Step, is outpatient treatment. We have a lot of facilities that deal with outpatient treatment, and we are trained to deal with the client where they are. Every individual is not ready or are not willing to go into inpatient. So we don't try to force it on anyone. Whatever level they may be on, we try to assist them in going into there. So if they don't want inpatient treatment, we have outpatient treatment that they can connect to, and we can also connect you to all those different resources as well.
So we know that the road vehicle is once a week at a location, or they're out at one of the townships. But what can people do during times where the road vehicle isn't available to access a recovery coach and navigate the recovery system?
They can call this toll-free number, 1-800-236-2448. 1-800-236-2448.
And that's our recovery coach program. It's called Cumberland Cares. And many of the recovery coaches that are affiliated with Cumberland Cares are also affiliated with our Recovery on Wheels initiative. And what this number is a 24-hour number. If you leave a message, you will get a call back within 24 hours. So we're encouraging not only people who have substance use issues to call, we're encouraging family members, people who care about people who are dealing with substance abuse issues, to call us, because we often know that the support of loved ones and family members sometimes is the impetus of getting people into treatment. One of the things that the prosecutor's office is very interested in doing is taking an issue that gets kicked down the can to the criminal justice system and pushing it back up the pipeline to where it needs to be, and that's a health issue. If people are suffering from addiction, we don't want to get to a point where we're talking about incarceration to address some of the ancillary things that happen when people have addiction issues. We want to help people early and often. So the message that we want to get out to people is, it doesn't matter if you tried before.
That's right.
It doesn't matter if you've had failed attempts. We want to save lives, and we want to get people the help and build a strong recovery community right here in Cumberland County.
That's right.
So I introduced to you Michael Williams, who's one of our recovery coaches. We have a team, and we have some wonderful people that work in this field. And stay tuned and look for more Facebook Live little snippets where we'll introduce to you many of the recovery coaches that we have in our community. Mike, would you like to say anything in closing?
So don't forget that if you want to learn about more about the recovery coaches, you can always come to First Step and find out about inpatient treatment or outpatient treatment as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.